Joey, 3 points at Inchicore. Are you happy with that performance?
Yeah, listen, it's always a tough place to come, you know. That was a real good game of football, to be honest. Both teams, you know, through the play. I think the pitch here is in great nick, and it's been the best pitch that we've played in all season. I think even for both sets of players, you know, trying to get it down, like to knock it around. I think, I'm sure as a spectator, there was plenty of action happening, so it was made for a good spectacle.
A lot of people thought when the pitch is firmed up, we'd probably see the best of Will Jarvis, Liam Burt. You got a glimpse of it, certainly from Jarvis tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. Listen, there was moments in the first half I thought we played some good stuff, but probably just that final ball or a little bit at the top end of the pitch just sort of rushed it and we just let ourselves down a little bit. But obviously speaking at half time, we just sort of said, listen, let's keep on coming, keep on playing what we will, and then be more clinical on the top of the pitch. And look at Will showed how clinical that is.
Even when we were doing a lot of defending, dealing with a lot of crosses, it looked like they enjoyed the defending and they were comfortable. It never really felt like it was a game in doubt at times.
Yeah, listen, I suppose at 2-0 then they score and make it 2-1. A long period still to go, you know, and how they're playing, they're throwing bodies forward, they're going for it, you know what I mean? And you have overloads in the box and stuff like that. We probably got a little bit too deep, especially for the goal. I don't think we got out of the box quick enough, we didn't squeeze the pitch up. And ultimately then it's a ball into the box and the slightest of flicks. You know, here it's a great header, but the slightest of touch when you're that close to the goalkeeper, it's very hard to defend. So here it's a great win, but it's Monday morning we go through the video and to be, I think definitely it'd be one of them things we've got too deep, you know.
One of the most important things in football, I think most people will tell you, is momentum, and you've been able to carry that for the last few weeks. How big a part has that played in this good run at the start of the season?
Yeah, of course. Look, you know yourself, when you're winning games, everyone wants the next game. You want to be involved in the next game. You want to be in the role, and then people are speaking and stuff like that. But look, we haven't got carried away. You know, it's a long, long way to go. It's just about coming here. The manager obviously set up the team how we could be Pats, how we could come in here and win. But here we do that in every game. You know, it's about coming and winning. Doesn't matter where we play. The manager always sets up the team to try win. And listen, it was a great 3 points tonight.
I know you won't be happy with any goal you concede, but when you kind of concede it from, you know, a bit of a turnover, it's not like you were under serious pressure. It was an individual mistake, and does that make it easier to deal with that? It's not a problem with the tactics, it's just one small thing.
Yeah, look, it's something that we touch on when we're doing sessions, and something the manager touches on about defending crosses. We knew it was a big part of their game. They have quality players. It's coming in with quality balls. You know what I mean? They have people in the box want to go and head it. But yeah, for me, without seeing it back, I thought we got too deep. I thought we defended it too deep. We invited it onto us too much into the box. And look, for me as a defender and looking at it from a defensive point of view, I think that was a big thing, that we were too deep for the cross. And listen, as I said then, the first contact that flies in.
How much are you and the staff kind of learning this year? Because I think for the first time you have proper bench options, you have quality that's going to be disappointed every week because you have, you know, 2 players for nearly every position. How much of a learning curve has that been?
Nah, it's been great. Look, I think you've seen the benefit of that really in the games, you know, and all the games are all tight games. Yeah, every game in this league is going to be tight, you know. And but I think you've seen that this year. The manager's made changes, the impact the subs have had, whether it's getting you into the game, energy up to top of the pitch, fresh legs, but it's quality, like, you know. And I think look, we spoke about stuff. You see the top teams. If you want to be a top team, it's about the squad. You know what I mean? It's not about the 11. The squad is always about the squad. Injuries are going to happen, suspensions are going to happen. Lads coming off the bench, you need to be ready to go and put in a performance for the team, you know.
We talked to Gav Malloy last week, and he talked to how much he likes Tuesdays up in the AUL and how much he enjoys his defending. Like, when you look at Paddy, Gav and that whole back 4, back 5, whatever it may be at times, like, there seems to be an awful lot of confidence in that group, and they seem to really enjoy that side of the game where no other players can be panic stations. Is that something you're really proud of?
Yeah, but listen, it's only one part of the game, it's defending. If we touch a lot of the things you see, I think they're some of the best players in the league defensively, but they're also some of the best defenders in the league on the ball, you know. And I think you see that. We talk about wanting to be a possession-based team and building from the back. I think when you look at the lads there, Gav, Pat, Tariq, Cameron, Gano, all of them, they're all well able to handle the football, and that's a huge part of it, you know. People always look at the defend the crosses, defend the box, but I mean, the first goal comes from Paddy Barrett banging it into Mark Coyle when there's a bit of pressure coming on. We always talk about breaking the line, being brave to break a line. That's where the goal actually starts from, is Pat's pass into Mark, you know. And obviously people will look at Will and see the quality of the top of the pitch, which obviously is obvious, but it comes from, it starts with Paddy building the play from the back.
You were obviously part of a Rovers team that built towards winning a number of titles and having brilliant success. Do you see any kind of similarities between the group that's been built over the last 2.5 years here?
Look, here, we're not talking like that, you know what I mean? We're just talking about going and getting a points tally and improving on what we've done in the first year, the second year to this year. And listen, we have a better we obviously have the best squad that we've had, so you'd like to think that we're aiming to finish higher than we ever had, and that's the name of the game. It's just keep on rolling them out. As I said to the boys after the game, it's our job to win games, it's our job to come out and put in performances and entertain the fans and keep the fans happy and give them something to talk about for the next week, that's our job, like that's what it is. It's not, oh yeah, jeez, pressure of it and all like that. It's like, that's your job, go and do your job, win, keep on winning, rock on to the next game, don't get too carried away, roll on 2 weeks time.
Speaking of people doing their job, Sean Boyd I thought did really well tonight. Difficult for Sean because I think every player in the league will try to get a reaction, every referee probably has his card marked. Probably put in a really good shift tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I actually spoke to Sean about it and I told him though, you got to enjoy the battle. That's the name of the game. You play like the way he does play, centre halves. You're going to win a few, you're going to lose a few. The ref might give you a decision here and there, but it's about keeping calm, and hopefully, listen, Sean, as you said there tonight, he's his first 90 minutes, I don't know in how long, but the effort he put in there and the problems he caused him, how good he is, hold up play tonight, stuff that caused him so many problems, and listen, we keep him fit. We know how serious a player he is in this league.
The manager highlighted that there was an incident before the game with an arrow, and obviously there'll be hopefully an investigation into that and will be looked into. It's a tight-knit squad. He described it as a family. Was there a real sense of doing it from Arrow tonight?
Yeah, no, definitely. As I said, I didn't hear it because when it was happening, the warm-up was over the first part of the warm-up, but the lads weren't happy. Speaking about it, they obviously love Mauro, and they spend a lot of time around the gym and the training ground. He's come in and been first class, He's one of the best fitness coaches that I've seen in football, But the lads love him, so I'm sure listening to them going in there after before the match kicked off, there was that extra little biting that's in them that I think they had said, right, here, let's see this at the end of the game, what they're talking about,
The club has grown nearly week on week over the last few years. How much are you enjoying? It was a big change for you personally, going from straight out of a playing career into a coaching career. Do you enjoy that transition?
Yeah, I've loved it. I've loved it. I think obviously coming in and it was that moment. But listen, as we say to people when they're coming to the end, go out if you can get out on your own terms in this game. It's the best way to do it, And I went on my own terms, It's had obviously an opportunity to come work with the manager, come to Shels and be a coach, And listen, I jumped at that opportunity. So for me, it was a lovely, I suppose, transition. Didn't give me too much time to think about retiring, or think about missing it because it's so full on. And I suppose when you're doing this side of it, when you're on the coaching side of things now, it's more full on than when you play it. So you don't really get much time to miss it. So the only bit I suppose tech ball keeps us happy at the in the training ground, So me and the manager at the minute have Davey and Paul's number. So
I believe you're the reigning champions.
We are, but look, it's early days as well, and that, so we won't get too carried away.
I say there's still a lot of competition in all these.
100%. It's great, Listen, it's competitive, obviously, and now and again, the manager throws me into a session if there's a man down or an injury, so that as well keeps the heart rate up.
How will you spend the break? Or will you get a break?
Look, it's take a day. That'd be a day or two, and then you're getting back into it again. Get the video tonight, and start clipping it and start reviewing it, and the boys will be in now next week, and it'll be the same again. It won't change. It's always the same. We do a post-match review of the game tonight. Things we've done well, things we didn't do well, things we can improve on. It's and that's the way it rolls. And then obviously with no game next week, to be a little bit calmer in the back end. But there'll be an in-house game. Lads that haven't played much will get a run out in there and get their fitness up, and then we'll be bouncing into 2 games in 3 days again. So it'll be tough then again.
Thanks, Joey. Enjoy the evening because the Shels fans certainly are.
Definitely. Well done. Cheers.